Hello, and welcome to the Psychology of Aging course online for spring of 26. I am your professor, Daniel McConnell. I'm a senior lecturer in psychology. Um, and while I am not necessarily an official aging psychologist, I do have a bit of a background in developmental psychology, and in fact, have been working up until recently in the technology and aging lab here at UCF. Dr. Smither recently retired, but her lab was the technology and aging lab. And since around 2009 or 2010, I was the co-director of that lab, and we did a lot of research studying how older adults use technology, um, perceptual and motor skills that relate to that, cognitive abilities as it relates to that, and also even issues related to loneliness and isolation in older adults and how that might impact their interaction with socially assistive technologies like AIs and social robots and things like that. Anyway, we're going to maybe include some of that kind of stuff into the course. There's quite a bit of aging research that happens at UCF, most of it in the psych department, but not all of it. And to the extent that we can do it, I'm going to try to incorporate a lot of that UCF research. I always like to try to incorporate UCF research into the courses so that way you know what we're doing here at UCF. But the purpose of this video, on the other hand, is to um, cover the course layout. That's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to pop over here to the Canvas Web Courses environment so I can show you where things are, go through the syllabus real quick, and get a little bit of a good, start so that you know what to do in the course. And that's always a little bit more of a challenge with an online class, so you don't have a regular first day for the professor to tell you what's going on. So I'm going to try to do that here. Um, First off, one thing I want to emphasize is that the course is not 100% totally built out yet. Not everything is completed and published, but we have enough to get started at least, and enough for you to see where things are. So I have the course homepage is set to be the module. So you're going to see first the syllabus module here. The syllabus is not linked there because for that we're going to use the simple syllabus tool over here on the left, but this video will appear in that module once it's done and published, so it's going to be a little different by the time you get in there. But the week one academic activity quiz is there too, and that is important. That's for you to go in there and say that you're here, and that's all that it is. It's a simple true/false question. That's you say true, that yes, I am here, and that's it. It's worth 2 points, free points, bonus extra credit. So make sure you do that by Friday the 16th, 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. We also see the unit modules here. So I will show you the syllabus schedule. We'll see how the course is divided into 3 units, but they're mapped out here a little bit with the modules here. So the Unit 1 module covers first 4 chapters. The Unit 2 module covers chapters 5, 6, and 7. And the Unit 3 module down at the bottom covers the last 4 chapters in the book, 8 through 11. There are quizzes that go with that. So for the textbook, go to the course materials. This is the textbook. I have it right here by Sarah Margolin. So get this book, and the chapter quizzes are tied directly to the chapters in that book. So you're going to want to read the book and to be able to answer the questions on those quizzes. But separate from the reading and taking quizzes on the reading, we also have some lectures. This is some of the stuff that's not completely all there yet. So in the Unit 1 module, I have the PowerPoints for Chapter 1, Physical Aging, and Chapter 2, Sensation and Perception. I also have a link to the lecture video. This links out to YouTube, where I have my lecture video stored there. So that video is ready to go, but very, very soon, over the next couple of days, you're going to see a whole lot more all showing up. So that way you'll have the whole Unit 1 ready to go right off the bat here. So you can get started on that. These are relevant to the exams because the exam questions are going to be really heavily weighted towards what I'm covering in these videos. And so you're going to want to make sure you go through those as well so that you're prepared for the exams. The exams are not published yet either, so you're not going to be able to see that on the screen here, but they are coming. Another assignment that is also listed in the module are the video discussions. So there are 7 of these. That's an odd number perhaps, but That's the number of really good videos I could find. And so each video, you're just going to click the link into the video discussion, link out and watch the video, and then respond with the prompt that I have in the syllabus. So let's get into the syllabus so that you can see that and a few other things. All right, let's wait for that to load. And there we go. There I am. Um, Obviously, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but a few key things here. My office location, room 356 in the Psych building. I've got my office hours listed here, and a little bit about my office hour policy. These are a mix of in-person and online. So primarily, if you want to come in person, you can find me during the times that are listed there. But if you need to do it online via Zoom, you can click this link here. But it's really only on Monday and Tuesday. So the Monday 1 to 3 p.m., Tuesday 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. slots are the ones that will also include a Zoom option. I'll be in my office for all of it, but I will also have Zoom turned on for those Monday and Tuesday office hours. These are open hours, so you don't need to make an appointment or tell me that you're going to stop in or hop on Zoom. Just click the link or pop into my office. I'll be there. Um, but of course, if those times don't work for you, just let me know and we can find a time outside of office hours for a separate appointment. Got my email address here. That might be useful as well. But for all regular course-related emails, it's going to be best if you use the Canvas inbox tool. And that's going to help me stay more organized and respond to you a lot faster. But, sometimes it's okay to use the other email as well. I'm going to let you read all of this stuff here. I mentioned the book earlier, so just check out the course materials link to get the Psychology of Aging book. Grading scale is listed here. So the assignments that I was talking about earlier, exams, three units, so three exams, 100 points for each exam, 50 questions, 2 points per multiple choice question. We got 11 chapter quizzes because we're going to cover 11 chapters in the book. We're going to drop the one lowest one. So that's going to give us 10 quizzes that count towards your grade worth 20 points each. Those are 10 multiple choice questions each. That's 200 points. And those video discussion that I mentioned, 7 of them, they're 20 points each. So there's another incorrectly calculated number, right? 7 times 20 is not 240 points. Well, I'll fix those numbers before the syllabus is published. So for now, ignore that little thing there. But grading is still going to be pretty simple because you just add up the points that you have earned and divide by the points possible to calculate your percentage. And this percentage breakdown will in fact be valid. Okay, let's move on down here to the description of these assignments. So as I described, the exams are 50 multiple choice questions. They'll have a 75-minute timer. The deadlines are in the syllabus. I will show you that in the schedule part of the syllabus. I'll show you that in a second. And what else we have here? The quizzes. So as I mentioned, these quizzes are 10 multiple choice questions worth 20 points each. There's 11 of them in total, but we're going to drop one. Also, you get 2 tries. So unlike the exams that have a timer and you only get 1 try, these have no timer. And so, in fact, it's going to be encouraged that you really sit there with the book open and go through the book while also taking the quizzes. Point, of course, is to have you read the chapters comprehensively here. And then the video discussions, as I mentioned, you're going to watch the video, and this here is your prompt for how to respond. So as it says, the first 2 to 3 sentences should give a brief summary of the talk, and then you're going to have a reaction to the talk. And you want to make sure that you have provided what you might consider to be a very serious and thoughtful response, right? And that's what we're grading on is there's no right or wrong answer. It's just, did you give a serious and thoughtful, response that clearly indicated that you watched the video and really thought about it? Oh, also, you do not have to reply to other students, right? It's not, I don't find that particularly authentic to make you respond to other students. It doesn't really result in an authentic conversation necessarily. But on the other hand, if you really, in fact, have something to say in response to somebody else and you feel motivated to respond, you can, of course, do that. Here's our course schedule. So even though this is an online course and we don't have any particularly scheduled meeting days, I do believe it is good practice to schedule things out so that you are kind of recommended to cover certain topics in certain weeks to keep on a consistent schedule. And that's going to, I think, make things a whole lot better for you here. So for the first week, we're just going to get ourselves going with some introductory stuff and do that week one academic activity quiz. And then we will move into covering these chapters more properly. So as you saw already, I have the chapter one video linked here. You can, of course, immediately get into the book by opting in to the course materials link and start reading that first chapter. And from there, you can do the chapter one quiz. You can also do discussion number one. And that'll be ready for you. And then, as I had mentioned, very soon, all of the other lecture PowerPoints and lecture videos will get posted. So each week you'll be able to do all of that. You'll be able to read and watch the lecture video and do the quizzes and discussions and all that sort of stuff. And we see that by the time we get to week 6 in late February, that's our first exam. So the exam is due there. At the end of that week, it'll be open all week, so you'll have some flexibility in terms of which day you choose to take that exam whenever you feel ready. And the semester will go on like that. Unit 2 covers chapters 5, 6, and 7. We get the chapter quizzes and a couple of discussions mixed in there. We got spring break in there too, and then after spring break is exam 2 week. And then moving into the end of the semester, we'll kind of cover those last 4 chapters. We got more quizzes and discussions. And then during final exam week, we have our exam 3. It's due on Sunday, May 3rd. And then that's it. We'll be all done with all of that stuff. The assignment schedule that shows below is an auto-generated schedule that is based on what assignments have been published so far. So the exams are not currently showing here, but they will once they are published. So you can refer to that. But for now, I would recommend that you refer to the schedule here. Make a note of all of these deadlines and due dates. The rest of the syllabus are basically course policies that you should read on your own. I don't need to read all this for you, right? But again, for communication, let's rely on the Canvas inbox tool for your course-related messages. If you have to send me a message about other things that are not related to the course specifically, okay, you maybe use the regular UCF email address. All of the stuff down here, again, these are things for you to read on your own, and I don't think I need to go through any of that in any specific detail. So hopefully that covers all of the major topics. So for now, in order to get started, opt in to get the book and start reading the first couple of chapters in the book. Do the week 1 academic activity quiz. You can get started on the video discussions, get started on the chapter quizzes, and as they appear, watch those lecture videos and study and take notes like you would in a regular class so that you'll be good to go for that first exam coming up. So I think that's it. If you have questions, anything that comes up, if you're not clear about how the course works, about the course content, or anything at all, just send me a message, come to my office hours, let me know if you have questions. And that, as they say, is that. So here we go.